All right, so we got some newlyweds in the house. Watch out. Bryce and Lauren Tomlin. And they need to rent a truck to move their belongings to their new apartment. How nice. Hopefully they went on a honeymoon. And they can rent a truck of the size that they need from U-Haul for $29.95 a day plus 28 cents per mile. Or they can rent from Budget Truck for $36.95 a day plus 25 cents per mile. Oh, snap. So after how many miles would the budget rental be a better deal than the U-Haul? So when will the U-Haul, actually, when will the budget truck, when will that be a better deal than the U-Haul? So meaning, let's just give some context to that. Better deal meaning, when will you be paying less, right? So when am I going to be paying less money for the budget than for U-Haul? So let's see if we can create some kind of mathematical expression for each of these. So we have the U-Haul. So for the U-Haul, we're going to pay $29.95 right off the bat. Bam, give me a credit card. You're going to get that back. But though, the amount that we're actually going to pay is going to be dependent on how many miles we drive. So we have to add the miles. So we are going to be driving 28 cents per mile. So So 0.28x, where I'm going to let x equal the number of miles. Okay. Now let's do an algebraic expression for a budget. And for that guy, you're going to, no matter what, pay $34.95 with a 25 cents per mile. Okay. So I want to know when am I going to, how many miles would the budget rental car be a better deal? So I want to know when do I have a better deal right here for budget? And when that makes sense, that I want to know when am I going to pay less, right? Like, okay, like I want to pay less here. So see if this makes sense then. I'm going to take this expression right here, $34.95 plus 0.25x. I want this to be less than, not equal to, but I want this to be less than the U-Haul. $29.95 plus 0.28x. Okay? I want to know when is the budget less than the U-Haul, not when they're equal, or else, the problem would say when are they the same? When are you gonna break even, or when are they both options the same amount, or something like that. But I want to know what value of x will I be able to start paying less. Okay? So now what I'm gonna do is solve for x here. I'm gonna subtract 29. Actually, here let's just go ahead and subtract 29.95. All right, so that means we get $5 plus 0.25x is less than 0.28x. Let's subtract 0.25x. Oops. So I'm going to subtract that guy. So I get 5 is less than, and then I get 0.03x. And then I divide by 0.03. And I get x equals, what's that going to give me? 166 and 2/3. Okay, so, and that's less than. Okay, so x has to be greater than 166 and 2/3 of a mile. So this is the number of miles that you have to drive. X is bigger than this. So as long as you drive 166 and 2/3 miles or more, then that means that it's best to buy budget. But if you're going to drive less than 166 and 2/3 miles, like only like 20 miles, 100 miles, then yeah, like you're going to want to go with U-Haul. And it's actually interesting when you graph both of these. You can see it nicely on a linear graph.